So you are posting consistently on Instagram. You are following your 80-20 rule. You're giving value. You're teaching more than you are selling. You have a calendar. You are putting some order to your post. You are creating fantastic graphics on Instagram. Okay. But you still feel like you're quite not getting the engagement that you want. You still feel like, look, maybe I'm not posting at the right times. So if this is you and you feel like something might be a little off and you've never ever reviewed your analytics for Instagram, then I want you to keep watching this video, because in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to review your Instagram analytics. And I'm going to give you a neat way that I give my clients to find out what's best for your audience, okay? Because every business is different. My name is Nyala Phillip. I am a social media and brand strategist. And what I do is I help entrepreneurs come up with profitable strategies for their business. I teach them how to get seen, build their list, and increase sales using Instagram. I want you to sit back. I'll be right back with an awesome lesson to help your business grow. So the name of the website is Iconosquare.com. And I have a pro account. I'm recommending that you get a pro account as well. All right. Especially if you have over 1,000 followers, you want to know what's going on in your Instagram account. It's very important for you to review your analytics. I do it at least twice, 2 or 3 times a month. Okay. Because I want to know what's working from what's not. If there's certain posts that my audience is not feeling, I don't want to put it out. All right. So reviewing your analytics is very, very important. And I know that you probably heard people tell you, you got to review it. You probably heard people tell you the different tools that you can use to review it. But today I'm going to actually show you how to review it. So we're in my back office, in the back of my Iconosquare account. Okay. And this is my women's empowerment account. WeWin_movement. All right. And this is pretty much the page in our post. And I'm going to show you the different key elements that you want to look out for when you're reviewing your analytics. So you have 3 options here. You can analyze, manage, or discover. And let's choose analyze. All right. And when you click analyze, you see that you have overview, community, content, engagement, competitors, which I love, hashtags, exports, and reports. Okay. So let's go over overview. These are the only things that I want you to look out for right now. There's some things you don't need to check out yet, but I'm giving you the main things that you should be looking for, especially if you're now starting out on Instagram. You really want to see your growth. You really want to figure out when's the best time to post, when are the ideal times for your audience. Okay. All right. So what we did was we clicked overview, and this just gives you an overview of what's going on in the back of my page. All right, so we have 16.4K. We're following 994 people, and we've received the total likes 88.3K, and comments 5.8K. All right. Our most recent media is what you'll see up here. You'll see our follower growth, which you always want to see that this is rising. All right. So here from May 13th to May 14th, we started off at 15,900. And by May 14th, we was at 15,981. All right. So that means that we got 81 followers in that day. And then if you go up to the 15th, we're at from 15,981, we went up to 1659. All right. So you see that how this goes up, and you always want to see that your growth is, going up. If you see that it's going down, that's when you want to know what's going on. What am I doing that made my growth drop? What's happening? All right. So that's why reviewing your analytics is so important. All right. So let's look over here. We have our gained and lost followers. Okay. So here you would see, according to the graph instructions, the darker orange is gained followers, the lighter orange or pinkish, whatever, pastel, is lost followers, okay? And then your blue dots here is your media posted. So let's look at May 12th. So according to May 12th, all right, we have gained 89 followers, we lost 21 followers, and we posted 6 posts, okay? Okay, so that was for the 12th. And then for the 13th, let's look and see what we got. So for the 13th, we gained 116, we lost 22 followers, and we posted 5 times that day. Now, should I be worried about losing followers? Guys, no. You do not need to worry about that unless you're losing followers drastically, then that might mean that you're doing something wrong. But sometimes people just don't resonate with you. Or maybe you might post too much for them. Or maybe they don't like the quotes that you put in out. There's different reasons why people unfollow. You need to worry about targeting the right people, not really paying attention to the people that's leaving. Because if they don't want to be there, we don't want them there, right? We want people that's there that's going to like our photos, that's going to engage with us, and that we can eventually convert into customers, right? All right, so let's continue. And remember, we're under the overview page, okay? So it's just giving us our community. And in our community for the last 7 days, we've had a 25% increase. So we got 756 followers in the last 7 days, whereas for the previous last 7 days, we got 605 new followers. Okay, so there was a 25% increase this week. All right, here with lost followers, they don't really give you increase or decrease. They just tell you what you've lost, and we lost 131. All right. And then here, our follower growth from before was 625. Okay. And that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. That's good numbers. When you see numbers like that, you're like, okay, I'm raising. You want to see that your percentages are growing. Okay. So let's look under our engagement. So for the last 7 days, we've had a 23% engagement. All right. Here, likes received, we went up by 3.9%. So in the last 7 days, we got 3,643 likes compared to the previous 7 days, we got 3,506. And that's again good, because then that means that the ladies are liking what we're putting out, and that's what we want. We aim for them to enjoy our posts, okay? And then our commenting, we went up by 3.4%. So for these past 7 days, we received 150 comments, and for the previous 7 days, we received 145. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Here, media lifespan and likes. All right, so this is just basically telling you from your current media versus your previous media, how is the likes measured, okay? So here you would see that our current media, we got 62 likes, whereas our previous media it was 21 likes 30 minutes after the post. Are you guys seeing that? So it's measuring by the every 30-minute interval, okay? All right. So for this one, for the hour interval, it's saying an hour after the post, we had got another 14 likes, and the previous picture before that only got 3. Okay, and I can tell you why, because if I click here to look at the previous picture, right? So this is the current media that they're measuring, and this is the picture that went out before. It's a promotional post. Now, usually your promotional post and certain features might show up less likes from people, because it's crazy how the mindset works, but people will give you so much likes for quotes, but then when it comes to them investing in themselves for a course or something, they're not checking for that. But then they're wondering why the business is not growing. So that's neither here nor there. I just want you guys to not be alarmed if you see that oh, well, I'm getting so much engagement and so much likes and stuff on my quotes, but I'm not really getting it when I put out my post about my services. There's a reason, and it is normal for that to happen. As your brand starts to grow and as you continue to build your community and nurture these relationships, you would see those numbers rise, okay? All right, so let's continue. Here we have our like history and comment history, and this is just basically a graph. Okay, so it's just telling you from how your likes and your comments is measured out from day to day by average numbers. Okay. All right. Here I like to look at my most liked media. And why I like this, and I'm gonna tell you what I love the most, is because my most liked media is what I recycle and what I repurpose. So if there's certain quotes that I'm like, ooh, getting that people are really loving, I might have posted that 3 months ago and it still might be my most liked media. I would just recycle that quote on a different background, different everything, and put it back out there because that quote really resonated with my audience. Okay. So that's what I really love about looking at my most liked media. And then my most commented media, which I notice is here where it says tag a woman who's winning. That I got 96 comments for that, 73 comments for this one. It said the same thing, 72 for this one, and then 65 for this one, which asks, what's your name and where you're from. So I want you guys to pay attention. This is not a lesson, but because I am an Instagram coach, it's just naturally for me to teach. So the fact that I'm talking to you guys about analytics, I'm still going to drop some tips on you. Pay attention to the fact that the only reason why these are my most commented media is because we are asking for the comment. All right. So if you're not asking questions and you're not engaging with your audience, then you cannot expect them to engage back with you. All right. So that's just something I want to point out. All right. So let's keep going. There's one more thing that I wanted to show you, and that's for you to realize when is the best time for you to post. Okay. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to click engagement. All right. And this is what you're going to see when you get on the engagement page. And this is where we get to the juicy stuff. So this is what you want to know. When is the best time for you to post for your audience? But I want to, before I turn this camera around so you can see me again, I just wanted to talk to you and show you guys how you want to look at this graph. So when you come to the engagement page, you just want to scroll down and you want to come right here where you see the best time to post, okay? So this is basically going to show you, according to your audience, when is the best time to post, when are your people online, and when are they mostly engaged, okay? Okay, so the darker squares mean that these are the times that they are on the most to the lightest, okay? So we are viewing from February 19th to May 19th. So that's, we're viewing off of those statistics, okay? And let's look at Monday. So these are the days of the week, and then these are the times of the day. So according to my graph, my darkest pink color looks like it's here. All right, so it says, it looks like this is my darkest, and it says on Mondays at 10 p.m., your media have an average of 139 likes based on 6 pictures. So that means I have posted 6 photos within February 19th to May 19th at exactly 10 p.m. I posted 6 photos, and out of that 6 photos, there was an average of 139 likes. All right, so my second darkest look like it's right here. And I'm right, because out of 9, it looks like 8 a.m. is my best time to post. So, and then my third look like this one, which is saying 116 from one media, which is not great because they're only measuring one media, but it's okay. Remember, this is not going to be exact. This is just going to give you an idea. And as you go along and you keep reviewing your analytics, you will come up with the perfect schedule for your audience. So if you have someone that's doing this for you, like I have someone that's doing this for me now, but even when I was doing this myself, and for you, if you review your analytics once a week or once every other week, then you know that when you're posting and you're scheduling your posts, you're going to be putting it at the optimal time, posting at the optimal times. Okay. All right. So my best times to post on Monday, if I was posting 3 times a day, it looks like it would be 8 a.m., 11 a.m., and then 10 p.m. Now, I post 5 to 6 times per day on this page. So because of that, I would be able to review, I would be able to get even more numbers to look at because I'm posting more. Remember, they cannot analyze your numbers if you're not posting. And if you're not posting consistently, then this is not going to help you. This is for someone, as I said in the beginning, who you're doing everything you could do. You're branded, you're putting out the best pictures, you're mixing it up, you're doing the right thing, and now you just want the right times to post online. All right? Because there's a system to this. All right? So everything works hand in hand. All right, so let's look at Tuesday. So for Tuesday, it looks like my darkest square is right here, maybe? Yeah, 138. So Tuesday at 9 is my best time. Then it looks like I have at 10. It looks like I'm good at about 5 p.m. And I'm also really good on the Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. All right, so they wouldn't be able to measure my 6 a.m. or my 7 a.m. if I didn't actually post at least a couple of times at that time so they can see what type of likes and engagement came on that photo. All right, so I'm not going to go through the whole full thing. This was just so you could get an idea of what you should be looking for when you get into Iconosquare. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm going to be right back so I can give you my last tip, okay? Yay, I'm back. Okay, so the tutorial is over, but I have some instructions for you. If this is your first time reviewing your analytics, this is what I want you to do, okay? I want you to post consistently, like you've already been doing, for 14 days, okay? You're gonna post, and I'm gonna have these instructions in the bottom section of this video, okay? So you'll be able to write this down, copy, paste, whatever. You want to post 4 times a day. You're going to post in between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. You're going to post between 10 and 12. You're going to post between 12 and about 3. You're going to post again between about 6 and about 9 or 10 if you're like on the north side, New York, and certain Pennsylvania. Then you want to post about 10 because you know on these sides people stay up a little later, all right? And I want you guys to do this for 14 days straight. And then I want you to go ahead and do the free trial. Well, you should be doing the free trial already, okay? So after the 14 days, then you are going to check out your analytics. And you are going to figure out when is the best time for your audience, okay, for you to be posting. Now, what I want you guys to do, 2 things I want to tell you. Number 1, I want you guys to meet me on Instagram after the 14 days. I want you to tell me how this worked for you. I want you to tell me if you've seen increase in your engagement, okay? And then another thing is I have a special 3-day live workshop coming up May 29, 30, 31st, okay? And I will be teaching, it's called From Bland to Brand. And I'm going to be teaching individuals who may not be where you guys are at. So I know a lot of you might be where you're already posting consistently. You got your colors, you got your fonts, you're all together. You know who your ideal client is. But if you know someone who needs help with choosing their ideal client, maybe getting their branding assets together, taking it to the next step so they can be where you're at and they can be posting consistently on Instagram and reviewing their analytics and actually seeing conversion and seeing their sales increase, then I want you to show them this video. I want you to tell them to look at the bottom of the video where all Nyala's info is at and click that link and get registered, okay? So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Of course, I'll be back with another one soon. Bye.